Hey, we're streaming. All right, let's try this again. Take two.
And a 2.
All right, see if this works. All right, try this again. Let everybody know we're back. All right, so yeah, so where we left off, great, Awesome Kong retired. Great moment, with her retirement with Gail Kim in the ring. Um,
Oh,
just all
kudos.
around awesome night. And then the next night, maybe not like as good top to bottom, but definitely had a phenomenal main event with Trevor Murdoch and Nick Aldis. Definitely a match of the year candidate. And at 1,044 days, the run is over. The reign of Nick Aldis has come to an end at the hands of Trevor Murdoch. The NWA has found a way to make me get emotionally invested and hurt my hand on a guardrail cheering for Trevor Murdoch to not tap out. So, yeah, awesome few nights of action. Definitely more people need to be checking out the NWA. Because we have stupid internet being stupid and being stupid from bad creative right now, we're going to have to go to the meat and potatoes of this show, if you will, and we're going to talk in depth about Dynamite, but I feel like we're kind of in skim mode right now because you know we don't know when this is going to bottom out again. So as far as Dynamite's concerned, opening match was the best match in my opinion. Santana Ortiz and FTR brought it. With the news that Andrade and Pac would not be happening on All Out due to some travel issues. I was definitely hoping they would put this match on the All Out card, especially with the rumor and innuendo that it was the last match of FTR. Uh, so, yeah, but still a great match. Thoughts on it, real quick?
The opening match was awesome, honestly. Even like I would nearly add that to my match of the year candidates just through how much uh you know craziness that had occurred since the incident. So
Yep.
but they put on a great job. The audience was definitely into it like crazy, and it was also good to see Santana and Ortiz in face paint.
Yeah.
And also be at the building that they debuted 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, CM Punk comes out and gets beaten up by 2.0, has just a good little segment. I'm so happy for 2.0 to come in and just get this. I mean, I loved him in Chikara, and they got nothing in NXT, and now they're like rubbing shoulders with Moxley and Punk and Sting and Darby and all them. So, yay
You were more
2.0.
happy to just watch CM Punk get beat up.
A little bit, yes, but
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course he
And
did.
CJ will be happy to know that Sting will not be there on
Mm,
yeah.
I smell a rat.
Yeah. Um, sit down there with MJF. That was what it was. Good promo. Orange Cassidy Jack Evans, which ended during the picture in picture, which was weird, but this was probably my favorite Jack Evans match, other than his match with Bryan Danielson in PWG. When Jack
I didn't
Evans,
even notice. Wait,
yeah,
Yeah.
that ended
when
in
when when,
picture?
when Jack Evans slows the fuck down and wrestles technically, he's actually pretty fucking good, and I like that better than Um, I'm not trying to be no bitter atheist with a tennis racket, but a bunch of no good flippy bullshit that Jack Evans is kind of known for. So there's that. Jericho promo, fire. Fucking love Jericho. Got the butterflies for that
Amazing.
match. This might be the end of Jericho, and I'm nervous. Much like the Cody and Aldis match, and this is and the Aldis and Trevor Murdoch match, and the come to think of it, it's a lot of Nick Aldis giving me the butterflies. So it's a non-Nick Aldis giving me the butterflies match. Nervous about this one. Powerhouse Hobbs, Brian Cage, pretty decent. Uh, Apparently,
actually, I'm curious. What got you nervous about Cody Aldez 3 years ago?
it was like the match with actually the most stakes. So like I was actually wanted Cody to win, so I like felt hyped like a fan.
Mm.
Like a fan going to a sporting event, sort of like, oh, I don't want Cody to lose this match. I want him to win this match. I want to see a big moment, not just
Mm.
the continue. The story was that well told. It was the best
Oh,
told story.
definitely.
The best told story at
That
All In, and
that
y'all can come
that
fight me.
match legit actually did put me to tears.
Oh yeah, yeah, amazing. And then the same kind of. I didn't cry, but had the same sort of butterflies this past Sunday
No,
with
I had one
Murdoch
of
and
those
all
happy
this.
tears.
No, it wasn't tears, but it was a pretty pumped up moment. So Billy Gunn went bad and joined up with QT Marshall because everybody wants that.
or did he? Even QT was like, did that just happen?
It's bad. It's stupid. It shouldn't be happening on a pay per view.
There was always Plan B. We knew it. B for Billy.
Yeah, it should be Plan A for ass. But Ty Conti versus Penelope Ford with the bunny. I really love this match. Ty Conti is on track for the most improved of 2021. And main event was some stuff.
Oh, but wait, but somebody came back. But somebody came back. Leaving me hanging.
Are you gonna do it?
Who?
I don't know. It's like somebody you want to do it?
Anna.
Oh yeah, Anna came back. Anna.
Anna J. Anna J is back.
I was excited, but I'm kind of like just really hoping we don't bottom out again right now.
I don't know what. Just if anybody after Statlander who should fight Britt Baker for the title, it's Anna J.
I am on board with that. I feel like you got to hold off on Thunder Rosa, who got beat up by Nyla and Jade backstage. You got to hold off on that. The end of the show got some good villain sort of stuff with the Elite, and yeah, let's talk all out before the internet connection bottoms out on us again. We can slow down a little bit for all out unless I start getting the fucking shit. But yeah, so it is Sunday. I will be there. It's not.
I will not be there.
It is not the best looking card I've ever seen in my life. As a matter of fact, I'd go so far as to say it's AEW Dynamite. Outside of the Jericho and MJF match, it should just be called AEW Dynamite presents the return of CM Punk. That's what it is. There's not like anything really knock your socks off on the card. Hopefully it'll take like another major event in Chicago that didn't have any rock your socks off matches and end up being a damn fine WrestleMania. I'm talking about WrestleMania 22. But yeah, I've said it for the last 6 weeks, and I'm still saying it. This is a special edition of Dynamite card, not a major pay-per-view card. But CM Punk's on there, and that's all that matters apparently. So LFG. So, pre-show match. Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, Jurassic Express versus the HFO, Matt Hardy, Private Party, and TH2. CJ, who are you picking in this one?
We'll go against the HFO just because I want this to be over.
Mm-hmm.
So bad.
Easy, what about you?
For me, the same, except I have a much different answer for that. I actually think this could be great for Hardy Family Office to actually kind of maybe rise back onto the top, because when we see the Elite start falling, I sense maybe the Hardy Family Office is gonna try to take the rise on being the biggest heel kings out there. That, or probably what Pinnacle will do.
Yeah, I don't want to live in a world where the Hardy Family Office is at the top of AEW. I'm sorry, I don't like the stable. there's good talent in there. I want to emphasize that point. There's great talent in the stable, but it's just I'm not into big money, Matt. I get it. I respect managers. I'm glad that the AEW utilizes managers. This stable is just lame. If this were not happening, if this stable were not being utilized in AEW, if this were a WWE stable, we'd be saying this is stupid and we should hate it. But
And
I am
it's not
going
all
in.
Matt Hardy's fault.
It's not Matt Hardy's fault, but it's just not. This is not a stable that just this is lame. It's a lame stable.
The sooner Jeff finally comes in, the better. I'm just gonna say it at that.
I don't want the Hardy Boys back
Yeah,
either.
I don't even want Jeff Hardy back. I'm kind of over it. If he's not going to be broken at this point, I'm kind of over Matt, and I am one of the rare breeds that feel that Matt's the better Hardy. But back to my prediction. I'm going to go with the good guy team in this one. You got to start this crowd off hot, and the Hardy family order winning, and us not getting to sing Jungle Boy's theme to exit all of this. We got to be doing that. So I'm going with the good guys in this one. All right, next match, according to Wikipedia, is the 21-woman casino battle royal for the AEW World Women's Championship match. We have Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, The Bunny, Big Swole, Julia Hart, Ty Conte, Diamante, Penelope Ford, Red Velvet, Hikaru Shida, Emi Sakura, Jade Cargill, Kira Hogan, Abaddon, Layla Hirsch, Kylan King, Rebel, not Reba, Jamie Hayter, Anna, and 2 women, TBD. Who you
I'm a
got and
huge
why?
fan of TBD.
Easy, who you got and why in this one?
I'm going with Thunder Rosa because again, I would love to just see that rematch again between Baker and Rosa, but this time with actual stakes on the line. So hopefully we can actually get that at Full Gear when all 3 of us are going to be having fun at that show. And then my 2 mystery women. My first one, I'm going to go
the
with
2 mystery women are not part of the contest, so you don't feel like you have to predict them unless the one that you're predicting is your pick. I also need to emphasize this. You can't pick just the Joker as your winner. You have to, if you're picking the Joker, you gotta go, I'm picking the Joker, who I'm predicting to be Lita. Or I am predicting to be Sasha Banks. You can't just go with the Joker as a catch-all. If you're going the Joker, you gotta really, throw that Hail Mary and go, I think the Joker, Beth Phoenix, is gonna be the person. Go on.
Anyways, it's all good. I
Raising the
think
house
Ruby
is you.
Soho. I think Ruby Soho is going to be one of the mystery women, and this sounds like a long shot, but again, I just want to see this, please, so I can be happy. I want to see Rosemary in the Battle Royale.
Okay, that's not bad.
I know
CJ.
it's not going to happen, but just somebody has to dream.
CJ, who are you picking in this one?
I'm gonna go take Conti winning.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think she's being built up to be fed to Britt Baker next. They said that the winner of this gets the title opportunity in the near future. So this is gonna be a Dynamite Rampage title defense. So I don't feel like that's a Thunder Rosa. I feel like Thunder Rosa gets saved for Full Gear or another pay-per-view. I'm pretty positive, and it might just be me hoping and hoping and hoping at this point that Ruby Soho is our Joker, and I'd love for her to win. I wouldn't be mad at that, but I don't think that she comes in and wins that and goes for the title first thing. I think she's got some other matches to have with some other talent. I wouldn't be mad to see. I wouldn't be mad to see Sue from Impact come up and come after Kira Hogan, since that was how they took Kira off of Impact.
Oh, let me answer a question for Rain here. Normally Thursdays, but going to an independent show tomorrow night, so we're doing it on Wednesday this week. Just a one-night time change so we can attend independent wrestling. And we can't do it on Friday like we normally do because I'm going to be heading up to, where all out is. So, yeah.
To the place.
You
to the
can
place.
say it, Chicago.
Well, actually, we're on Friday. We're gonna take a detour in a place that's close to Chicago, and sleep for the night.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah. So we'll be going. We'll be going to Chicago. False. We will not be going to Chicago exactly on Friday. That's a subtle hint to where we're going
Anyways.
to be at. That's a subtle hint to where we're going to be at.
Is it settled?
Is it? Some people may not
Is it?
understand. It's subtle. It's subtle. As far as my
He's a bull in
prediction,
a.
as far as my prediction, this one, I am going to be going with Ruby Soho in this one. I think she debuts. I think she wins. I think she gets her shot at Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Ooh, really? No,
Yep.
that could be interesting, actually.
Next match, according to Wikipedia, John Moxley versus Satoshi Kojima. CJ, who you picking in this one?
Moxley. It's an AEW ring. He's gonna win. They don't give out a lot of losses on their television.
Yeah. And it's not like Kojima's, like in the midst of a big IWGP championship program or, really mixing it up with, the top
Yeah,
guys in New Japan right now. He's just kind of he he just kind of wrestles, and he's still pretty decent at it, but he just kind of wrestles.
it'll be a good match. It'll be a nice little kicking open the forbidden door, and maybe we get some run-ins from some other people that are on excursion. But yeah, John Moxley wins.
Yep. Easy. Who you picking in this one?
Moxley wins, and Tanahashi attacks him after the match.
Tanahashi is in Japan.
He's in Japan.
Then Suzuki attacks.
That could happen.
Possible.
There you go.
Say Tanahashi is spending time in quarantine so he can wrestle in the G1.
Hey, not my fault. I'm still freaking out over the fact I saw Tanahashi on my TV.
Yeah, I wish it was. Never mind. Just they have botched this fucking shit so bad. Next match: Paul White versus QT Marshall with Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado. Easy. Who you picking? Why? I'm also going Moxley in this one.
Oh man, a match of the year candidate right here.
To be fair, I will say this: the people involved in this match are both great hands and can put on a respectable match. It just should not be fucking happening on a pay-per-view.
Honestly, this should be like the dark match, honestly, because it's happening for some reason. Like, I don't mind seeing Paul White wrestle again, but it's like QT Marshall, really, of all the people we could think of. I mean, okay. I do hope for like a good fight. Like, just give us a good fight, and I'm gonna go with Paul White.
Okay.
Just so he can finally go back to commentary.
I'm CJ. Who you picking?
It's gonna be Paul White.
Yeah, I'm going to Paul White across the board here. Yeah, like I don't know. Andrade versus Pac got pulled. Who do I have? I was gonna actually see how Dynamite played out tonight, but I was going to go Andrade. I felt like it was too soon for him to take a loss. That's who I was gonna go with, but alas, that match is not happening. But it seems to be because of Pac's travel issues. So the $60 meet and greet I just purchased to meet both Chavo Guerrero and Andrade seems to still be a go.
A go-go?
Yeah, I didn't.
Hey, I was gonna say that.
It's not a go.
Anthony a go-go.
Yeah, it's not. It's not Anthony a go-go because he's worth about $6 and a cup of coffee.
6 pounds.
And not the good ones too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Paul White across the board. All right, according to Wikipedia, I don't see this match being fifth on the card, but um,
God no.
according to Wikipedia, the next match is Chris Jericho versus MJF. If Chris Jericho loses, he must retire from in-ring competition. CJ, who are you picking and why?
This is the one that I cannot decide because I can see both happening. And I had this conversation earlier today where, especially after that speech, it it really kind of seems like the trials that he went through with these matches, the everything that he's done is a back looking back to his career and everything that he didn't get to do in his career. And I can see this being the end of him wrestling in AEW. They have kind of emphasized that caveat. If he Chris Jericho is a wrestling genius because he has made the heat turn up. I already want to boo MJF just because he's great and I want to cheer Chris Jericho. But I, with a fiery passion, do not want to hear Chris Jericho every single Friday on commentary. So
Yeah, I love hearing him when he's on Wednesdays.
when it was during the pandemic and we needed the noise, then Chris Jericho is perfect. But I don't need him talking over three other people for an hour and screaming at everything. So I'm
Being
with
inconsistent with his alignment.
yes, like okay, well what who are you here? But with my heart here, with my hopes and dreams, Chris Jericho wins.
Okay. Okay. Easy.
So I'm in that same decision where it's like both these, one of them winning can work out amazing. Like Jericho wins, he could still build up his amazing career and get some superstars over him, and the inner circle can still be as powerful as they can be. Hopefully, maybe at some point they can be the next challengers after Jurassic Express to go after the tag team titles, because we could actually maybe get a good elite versus inner circle rivalry again. And this time, you have the tag titles at stake. But with MJF winning, he could really be like the top superstar here. Uh, After at some point somebody beats Omega or somebody beats Miro for the championship, MJF, he needs a proper title run at last, unlike last year. So I'm going to probably get hated for this so badly here. I'm going with MJF. I do. I might think this might be the last time we see Jericho. Which then again, I was hoping for this retirement match for Full Gear, but no, it has to be in Chicago.
Hmm. Well,
Damn Cubs.
thank you. Thank you for saying that.
See you guys in the World Series in 100 years.
But yeah,
But yeah, I'm going with MJF.
I am
You can
also
bring out your pitchforks.
going with MJF. That tonight is just what made me just soulmates. Like this is the end. Like I hope it's not. Like my heart says it's not, but my head says it's going to. And if that's what cost me a poster, then at least
Hey, hey,
I will hand it over graciously, knowing that Jericho's still around for a little longer. But there's a way for
hey, at
Jericho to
least
go out and go out the way that he wants to go out, and really make a superstar, a forever superstar out of this. It's right here, right now, taking 4 losses to somebody. I'm going MJF.
Hey, at least think about it like this. He can still manage the inner circle. Like, we could see Sammy get a title run. We could see Hager get one.
Do
We
you
could see
really think
Santana and
that would be
Ortiz finally get their
good?
tag titles.
Do you really
I
think
mean,
that would be
they.
like what we want to see in like Jericho that close to the action, not wrestling? That wouldn't be. Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
fine.
little
Maybe
too
just
soon
see
for that.
Sammy. Okay, maybe just see Sammy get a title run. Whatever.
Something else to consider. Another reason why I'm thinking that this is Jericho's last stand. You notice the inner circle hasn't been really hanging out a lot lately. They've all been kind of off doing their own thing. Sammy's doing his thing with, you know, Fuego. There's uh, Hager's been nowhere to be found. Proud and Powerful's doing their own thing, and Jericho's been doing his own thing. So haven't really been seeing the inner circle a lot. So maybe that's kind of a subtle, little quiet way they've been, kind of phasing the inner circle out a little bit. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
But yeah, going MJF. So now we come to the title matches, except for the main event. Our first title match is Miro versus Eddie Kingston. Easy, who have you got and why?
Um, again, hope for a really good contest, but I feel like you really want to build Miro into something insanely powerful until you finally see somebody taking down Goliath. And unfortunately, I don't really see that in Eddie Kingston being the David, so I'm gonna be going with Miro for this.
Okay, CJ, what about you?
I would personally love to see Eddie Kingston win a title. I'd love to see it in person. I don't think that he's the one to beat Miro, so I'm going Miro.
I'm going Miro as well. It's not time. I love Eddie Kingston, but it's not time for Miro to lose that belt. Not time. So, yeah. Next match, according to Wikipedia, is the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers for the AEW World Tag Team Championship inside a solid steel cage that we saw at the end of Dynamite. CJ, who you picking and why?
Young Bucks. It's not their time to lose that either. They're going to lose those titles in New York.
Yep.
Too
Easy.
proud.
I am going to kindly disagree about that. I say it's gonna be the Luchas. This and just think about it like this, and again, this is what happens when Canadians go into long-term storytelling. This can be the first domino to fall on the downfall of the elites, where you see Kenny, he lost his Impact title. Now, if we see the Bucks lose the tag titles, it's like, what's going on here? And now suddenly, it could lead to Kenny building up so much pressure to keeping the elite at balance by him being the only title holder in it, apart from Impact. So, man, the rivalry between the Bucks and Luchas is amazing, and I think this time the Lucha Brothers will take down the Young Bucks, just like they did 2 years ago.
I'm going in a very similar direction to CJ. That it's not time for the Young Bucks to lose. The domino will fall, but it'll be at Arthur Ashe Stadium to Proud and Powerful to the team that debuted 2 years ago. So, yeah, yeah, just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen on this night. Next match, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Chris Statlander with the Good Doctors AEW World Women's Championship on the line. Easy, who you got and why?
Baker, because it's Baker. Um, Again, hope for a great contest, please. We need that in the women's division. But it's the era of Baker, so she's gonna be pulling for this, and definitely, if she really needs to get some heat, she really has to tug at the heartstrings of the fans because it just seems like the fans are still cheering on the anti-hero when all Baker wants to do is just take a gigantic piss on them. So I don't know. I feel like she needs to get more of a bad girl persona.
Okay.
Like, because suddenly we're just kind of seeing the whole when Becky turned heel, people were cheering, and then WWE was like, screw it, she's a good girl.
Right.
For once, making a logical decision back then.
Yeah. Um. CJ, what do you say?
Britt Baker retains
Yeah.
because it's Britt Baker.
Yep. It is.
It's
It's
not time. It's
I do want to add this though. If Rebel wins the Battle Royale, I think she'll turn on Britt. If she wins the Battle Royale.
That's kind of easier said than done, but I mean, I don't see I don't see that happening. That's just me, but I mean, I get what you're saying, but
I don't
Well,
think it
that's what
would
I'm
be
saying.
Reba to do
Only
it though.
only if Rebel's winning the Battle Royale, then I believe she'll turn on Britt.
gotcha. Um, yeah, I'm going Britt Baker. There's just nothing else. All right, next match for the AEW World Championship. It is the champion Kenny Omega versus Christian. CJ, who you got and why?
Kenny holds this belt as well. Everybody retains their titles
Yeah,
across the board.
there's no titles changing this on this particular evening.
No, Kenny keeps it. Christian's got the Impact title. There will probably be some shenanigans somewhere this time. Um,
Probably
no,
from Don
it's
Callis.
yeah, and various others. It's not. I love Christian. He doesn't need this title.
No, no, not in the slightest. Easy. What about you?
The Canadian.
Okay.
For
Well,
real though.
well,
For real.
I'm gonna quote a WrestleMania in Canada.
Oh boy.
Um, and that's when Christian wrestled DDP, and he said, he realized as he grew up, he didn't need that second-rate city in that second-rate country anymore, and he moved to Florida.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And what does St. Louis have that Toronto doesn't?
I don't know.
We had a really good wrestling pay per
Yeah, really
view
good
at the
wrestling.
Chase.
Yeah, has
Yeah,
bottomless
yeah.
We had Nick
mimosas at a good
Aldis at a
bar.
meet and greet.
Nick
Yeah.
Aldis at a meet and greet. What else do we
Yeah.
have?
Trevor Murdoch.
Yeah.
We had
It's okay. We already know that everybody knows that Canadian beer is much better than that garbage crap down in St. Louis. Now, anyways,
Oh, we
I'm
got
gonna go
11
with
championship or 11 World Series rings too.
that's two. Yeah.
good for you. We're undefeated in the World Series. I'm
Okay.
going with Kenny.
Going with Kenny.
And I think Hangman's going to appear
I
to
don't
give
think
a
so.
stare down for Full Gear.
No, that's not going to happen. I think somebody else may appear, but not Hangman.
Think we're getting the final countdown.
I think we're getting the final countdown, or we're because Hangman's maybe away allegedly because of his baby, but there might be another baby. You know,
Oh, and the Bebe does not have a no compete clause.
and he was also murdered a long time ago.
Well, they're doing seances, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Uh, but here's the thing, and unfortunately, since Adam Cole is a trademark, what the hell are they gonna go by then?
Atom Cold.
Uh,
And he'll
or
be
maybe they could just say the Ghost of Adam. I don't know, but this is gonna be interesting. Literally, if Adam, or if we're just gonna call him the Bebe. If the Bebe appears, it's like, how do we do this? Is it gonna be like mystical, or like when he who shall not be named rose from the dead after Adam Page killed him, allegedly, with the ketchup stain?
Yeah,
But please, for the love of God, no penis droids.
yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I feel like um it's gonna we'll get a debut. It'll just be one of those and we won't get they're gonna hold off on Hangman for a while.
Hmm.
But Kenny Omega. And finally the main event, Darby Allin versus Charles Montgomery Punk.
Excellent.
Easy, who you picking and why?
Um, I kind of feel like if Darby wins, we definitely see a much darker side of him come out. But again, knowing Chicago, we it would also just be weird to see CM Punk literally lose in his AEW debut faster than he lost his first MMA match. But um, I guess like CM Punk for the win. It'll be nice. Would it be the main event? I honestly hope not.
It's the main event.
Yeah.
It's the main event.
Yeah.
The only thing that may, depending on what the actual finishes are, the only thing that beats this
Yeah.
for the main event is the Chris Jericho MJF match. I honestly still don't even see that.
You know what? I see Jericho MJF probably being the penultimate main event.
I mean,
I don't think. I think that you actually put the Kenny and Christian match in between, just because you're gonna burn out your crowd if you do two really like intense matches back to back.
True.
And
Hmm.
they're gonna put something. I hate saying this about Christian's matches, but it, it's the icing in the Oreo. You got to put something kind of like less and calm in between things like this, because you, especially with CM Punk in Chicago, they want that reaction again, just like they had on Rampage. They want that building, shaking reaction.
Was it just me, or did Dynamite actually didn't feel that loud when Punk came out?
Not this time. Not as much as it did
Yeah.
last time.
I mean, it's kind of I'm getting a little sick of it. Getting a little sick of just, hi, I'm CM Punk. Okay, like it's like Sting, you know.
I'm here to help out the younger guys. I'm CM Punk. How you doing, Chicago? Colt Cabana.
Pretty much.
The moment we get a Punk Cabana rivalry, I'm gonna be so happy.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what their status is. I hope that they worked it out, and I hope it's not making things awkward in the locker
Well,
room. But I feel like they're probably just kind of keeping their
Hi.
distance from each other.
Well, I'm
honestly,
gonna go CM Punk in this one just because, like, you can't have Punk lose his first match back in 7 years, even two. Darby is the type of character that needs something to like overcome. Darby is not the type of person that wins something the first go round. Darby loses, improves, loses, improves, wins. And it's not a burial. If he loses on the first night, Darby's just that character. You could tell a long story with him trying to get his win over CM Punk. They told a
I
story. They told a story from literally the second show to November, from July 2019 to November 2020, of him trying to overcome Cody. New Japan took 4 years to tell a story about Naito beating Okada at the Tokyo Dome. We can do some long-term story and not make Darby Allin look bad with CM Punk winning. I'm not a big CM Punk mark, but it is possible.
have an
It's
idea.
very possible. CJ has an idea. Go on.
I have an idea. I have an idea. So we're not
Mr.
getting.
Krabs, I have an idea.
We're not getting Sting because he understands the gravity of the main event. So we're not getting Sting. So Darby gets some offense. Darby gets going. CM Punk gets going. We get some shenanigans from 2.0. We get from whoever. Sting comes out to help Darby, ends up hurting Darby. Darby Sting start this kind of like friction between the two. CM Punk gets the win over Darby. There's shenanigans. You don't hurt Darby, but you also start building this Darby versus Sting, which is what I want. It's the only end that I see for the Sting thing going every stinking week on TNT.
Yeah.
That's my CM Punk still gets his win in Chicago. Chicago's not going to, they just want to hear Cult of Personality at the end of the match and see his hand raised. It's cool. There you build some friction, you build more stories to tell with Darby. Ultimately, I think that Sting would want to give Darby the rub in a match one-on-one.
Right.
That's how you're going to build to that. But I think that even if Darby loses cleanly, it's not going to hurt Darby. CM Punk's not losing in Chicago. He said it himself 10 years ago. Any other night, maybe. But not this night and not in my hometown.
Yeah. It's just not gonna. It's just not happening. Um, you know, I know some has been that like to put people through tables, bitches about that, but you know, he's him. Won't hurt Darby at all to do this. I mean, hell, that has been that put people through tables. Put himself over half the Ring of Honor roster, and it was best for the business. So
I
yeah,
also think that at the end of this is where we hear the final countdown.
so yeah, this is where he debuts.
I think that CM Punk does a little gloating as CM Punk can do. I think that the best in the world comment gets dropped or something to that effect.
Well, the
I
best in the
think
world before him was Bryan Danielson in Ring of Honor.
I think that that's the trigger. I think we talked about it for weeks about Darby saying, I'm the best in the world, blah blah blah, and calling out the best in the world. I think that that was more than just a hint for CM Punk. I think that this is where we get Bryan Danielson if we get him at All Out.
Yep. Um,
And we get ice cream bars.
I still say we should find the ice cream shop and buy them first, just in case they run out and we can't buy them at the venue.
It's fair.
Um, but all right.
Have the address.
Yeah, but they have 10,000 ice cream bars and they sold out all of them.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Or like the
Especially when
moment
you have
you
people
enter the
selling
gate.
melted ones on eBay for $200.
Oh God!
I'm gonna make $1 million selling melted ice cream and trash wrappers.
It's not like CM Punk signed the damn wrapper and licked it. Like
People are
that's what
strange.
MJF would do.
People have bought used chewing gum from pop stars for thousands of dollars. People are strange, even when you're not a stranger.
I mean, I would say something, but then again, I did buy Winnipeg Jets jerseys and the old school ones off eBay. I had my first bidding war that I won. It was worth it. At least it wasn't just one, it was two old school jerseys, and one of them is going to Haiti.
Yeah, honest, people are weird, but I want to eat an ice cream bar. I will
Mm-hmm.
eat CM Punk's ice cream bar. The way he's talked about ice cream for 10 years and wanting his own ice cream bar leads me to believe that this is not just going to be a glorified Klondike bar. So I want this ice cream bar.
But there's something else that we have
I want
not
this
gotten
ice
yet.
cream bar more than seeing CM Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
wish I had his
something
face
else
on it though.
But as I say, there's something else that we don't have. We don't have CM Punk the movie yet.
He's been
Like
he's
we
been
have
on.
his ice cream bars now. So what about CM Punk the movie?
Well, TBD, because we now have we
He's been on
we
heels.
have he has his T-shirts. He's on all of the programming. He's on the opening credits to the show and like all of the foreshadowing
He's
from
got
10 years
everything
ago.
that he has wanted after the pipe bomb, but not CM Punk the movie.
I don't know that he has gotten his own private jet. I'm
That
I'm
part, nope.
100% certain that he did not actually get the sincere Vince McMahon apology. So
Of
there's
course
that.
not.
Oh, that
Because I
was
don't
part
give
of
a
the.
damn about you, people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking about Vince, apparently at the last Raw, he was so angry that he was screaming at people.
I think he's probably always screaming.
No, but apparently in this case, insiders were actually saying he was at his loudest. Where literally 2 hours before Raw went on the air, the original script was ripped up. So,
Okay, well,
that's
that is
been the
what it is.
latest on the shit show on Mondays.
Yep, and the not quite shit show that we're getting at in Chicago, but maybe they'll do, like I said, the other big Chicago show and pull a big rabbit out of the hat with a underwhelming card. But yeah, this is like I want to be more excited about this, but just like everything on here is just like predictable, except for it truly does feel like you're gonna get to see CM Punk shut the fuck up and be happy, shut the fuck up and like it and enjoy it, which is fine, but you know. There's another company that seems to give you the shut the fuck up and enjoy it sort of message, and I don't like that company. But they're going to do something. AEW usually does something, but the card is lacking at best. And,
let's see.
Yeah. The card itself is lacking. Like, it is a lame card on paper. It is like, these are these are like the combination of like three, like, big time dynamites, and that's about all they are. But, it is what it is.
Also, when the hell are full gear tickets coming? I'm still waiting.
When
we got 3 months.
We got 3 months. Yeah. So, yeah, that is it. Thank you all for tuning in. The contest will be posted tomorrow on my social media pages. You have to enter on my social media pages, which are as follows. Facebook.com/AthleticGeekA9, Twitter Athletic_GeekA9, Instagram AthleticGeekA9. That is the only place where you can post your predictions for an attempt to win prizes, including this Dave Meltzer book. If you enjoyed this video, please give like, share, subscribe for more content. Not just from the world of pro wrestling, but from the world of comic books, gaming, anime, and all things geek culture. If you'd like to give some money to me and, maybe make it so I can not go dead, or, maybe afford cable and satellite internet for like super internet. I'm not sure that's how it works, but maybe that's the way we need to go. Then I am on Patreon, patreon.com.
Super kick internet.
Yeah. Patreon.com/AthleticGeekA9. You guys have social media to plug?
You can find me at Eric Zarins. Shout out to the Podcast Wrestling Federation. They are amazing people to go follow and support. I also hope Geek and CJ, they have safe travels up to Chicago lands for All Out. And again, I still can't believe it's been 3 years since All In. That is still the greatest wrestling show that I have ever been to, even better than WrestleMania 35. Because we knew what was going to happen, but we also were not sure what was going to happen afterwards. So, again, happy 3 years to All In.
Yep. And CJ?
I've got a Twitter.
Yeah.
You can find me at CJ Team All Zeros.
Woo. All right. Well, for CJ and
Zero
Easy.
Miero.
It's like the opposite.
Also, one more thing to add. I did like your shirt you were wearing today.
Yes, I gotta rep Jericho. I'm gonna rep Jericho at All Out. It may be my last time repping Jericho. But for CJ and EZ, I'm the Athletic Geek. We're just marks, and we're out. Have a good one.